pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet Zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
All right, we live, are we? We're good, are we?
Yeah.
We are live. All right. Welcome. Sorry, we're a bit late on the broadcast. Broadcast technical issues, flashing BIOS and Windows updates. Doesn't help.
Yeah, we're just tying down Hans Brunswick in the broom closet.
So we're at Tail and Bend. We're doing the whole fucking, what is it? The 4.9 kilometer international circuit for some reason. I guess because they're doing it in real life this weekend. So but we're not doing a big 500 race. We're doing I can't remember how the distance. I think it's 90 Ks possibly. I don't know. But they're 11 laps. 3 11-lap sprints. So basically one qualifying and then progressive for the next 2 races after that. So Higginson's leading us out. I don't know who's the hottest, who's the fastest, what's the best good lap times. I think 148s or 147s. The fast times, I think. So yeah. I'm a bit unorganised as well. I only just got home about an hour ago, so.
So Dan McDonald's indeed doing 49s on race pace. On race fuel, sorry.
Alright. Unfortunately, we've got a bit of a smaller field than normal because, yeah, we just had a lot of people had to pull out. Scott Murrell's been doing marshalling, and it's apparently been the most hectic 2 days. There's been a crash fest. So he's been a very busy man, helping out, tidying out the cleaning up. But anyway, I think we're not coming up to the main straight. I'm thinking that's the corner before the main straight, but no, pit straight. But no, we're still going. I think it's is it 4.9 kilometers or something like that?
Around that. I only know the long one, which is like 777.
Yeah. Like has that even been raced on yet? I suppose GT3s or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Right. Well, let's see.
So, from traditions of last broadcast, I'll be continuing the drinking game.
Yeah, but.
Okay. Well, first, hang on.
I forgot the rules. I just.
It was.
Apex Hunter and Copping sound check.
I think it's a sip if someone's off and a finish the can if it's a yellow.
Oh fuck! All right. Well, I've only got 2 cans, so.
Yeah, well, there's probably won't
be
yellows at the bend. So
I'll give one for when Dame went off earlier.
Can't back pay that. Anyway.
I had noise suppression on.
Yeah. Fairly clean from Higginson. I don't know if it's quick. Oh, he's gone. We'll call that a late apex.
So this is a bit I don't know because we've only done the West Circuit. So this is the bit where they keep turning and they turn and then they turn again.
Didn't hit the apex camera, so I'm guessing.
At least with this layout, there's no opportunity for wobblers to go into that really sharp 9-degree corner and fuck it up for everyone. There's quite a couple crashes last year there.
Yeah, man, you caused half of them.
Hey, you looked at me funny.
Mate. This bit is this the bit where it's just after this?
Mate, you're only 5% of the grid and you're committing 50% of the crashes.
And then they go back to the. So I know this part of the track.
That sounds like something else, Rory.
Like what, mate?
That we should look into.
That's the thing. It's nearly halfway through the session already, so they're only going to do like what, 2 laps? They only have basically one shot to do 2 or 3 laps.
Bit of smoke.
And that's it.
Cheap.
You won't have time to go out and do another. To come out and like Damon's doing it now, so he's leaving it late.
149 too. That seems decent. And it's still holding at the top. Yeah, it's going to hold for a bit, it looks like. Like,
We've got Brendan Ross being
how did that geezer
wild
get in
card.
the grid?
Just to fill the numbers, because
Yeah.
unfortunately we had a lot of people pull out, and they were thinking about cancelling it because we're not really up to the numbers where we used to, but so I only got 12 people who've, 13 in the server, which is unfortunate. So, but Ross has decided to jump in, be a field filler. He's not exactly slow, so I think he'd probably be a decent challenge, hopefully, to Damon and Nathan, I'd say, and Mitchell, of course.
Nether was small 22 seconds off the pace there.
Sounds like an off.
Mitchell still Ellison setting a few purples.
Oh yes, I don't have my laptop open, so I won't be able to. Can't look at live time. I've got a yellow here. Hopefully, it doesn't distract him. So we're halfway through now. So this is what their second lap. So I guess they can only do 2 more laps after this.
If you start right now, you could get 3, but yeah.
Yeah, if you get it all depends when you cross the line, of course, because you got 2 minutes to do a lap, basically, or a bit under 2 minutes. And Palfrey's left the game, so I think Palfrey's missing qualifying, unfortunately. So that's probably a game crash, I'd imagine.
Did someone just
thankfully-
die to the left?
It's yellow. Yep, that was.
No, that wasn't that. Wrong death, but.
Well,
I guess. Oh,
As long as
Higginson.
you don't do it right, Mike.
By a bees.
Well, Mitchell's up to second now, and he's only 0.007 off. So that was close to be on pole. But can Higginson beat that time? Because he's getting challenged.
It looks like Damon.
And Mitchell's got to leave he's got to leave the pits right now to get possibly 2. I don't know. No, maybe not. Maybe just 1. He hasn't gone faster. Now, Damon hasn't set a lap, I don't think. No.
he was the quickest in practice session, so we can see what he does.
I don't know where the sectors are on this massive track as well, so I imagine he's be coming up to a
I think
sector
it's on
now.
the exit of this. Yeah. Oh, he's
He
up.
is, and he's a 10th up, so interesting. Might keep a stay on him and see how he goes. Here's the long, basically, it's 3 corners, but it's basically 1 massive corner. God, you just get lost here.
Someone's off.
Hopefully it doesn't distract him. That was Warwick. If he wants to go again, he's got to basically quit out or keep driving to get back on the road. And he lost a bit of time, but he's still up on the pole time. So it's basically down to this sector. He doesn't want any mistakes.
Probably the simplest looking sector, but I feel like you can lose a lot of time just miss of the apex here, especially this corner. Just a bit deceiving, but he looks like he's done it quite smoothly. Yeah.
He'll have time
Maybe
to
a
do
bit
2
slower
laps.
today.
If he crosses the line here, he will have time to do another lap and then start another lap.
Oh yeah, picked up a lot.
And there
of
he
time.
goes. Ooh, okay, so he's set the bar, so he should probably just keep going. No point of coming in now.
So
Everyone
if
should just
Higginson
stay
can
out.
Respond. No.
So it's basically the cars that cross the line in the next 10 seconds will have a chance to do 2 laps if they do 2 clean laps from now, or the first lap is clean to get to the line for the second one.
So it seems McDonald with his first lap has indeed made a FUD on the tailor, and that FUD is indeed his penis.
Yep. Ooh, bit of a lockup from Steel Awesome.
And Nathan Higginson's only 0.007 behind him. So it's so they're all split. The top 3. Oh no, because he's 3/10 up. No, ignore me about that one. I was looking at the wrong time, I guess.
He's up.
Oh, he is.
But it's all about
and the
that
other thing is,
third sector.
like, how good are the soft tires? for like, can you put 3 heaters on, or by the third lap are the softs gone? Are you into the
Going by
70%?
tyre degradation last year, these tyres here aren't that great.
And he's pulled out
So
of
do you
it.
guys have? He's pulled out of it, and he should have kept going. Oh no, he is going. That's good. So he will have time. I'd say he can get to the line if he doesn't
Oh, still else it is.
kill himself. And still Allison's up on the pole time as well. And that's the thing. Now, if so that's the thing. So do you have? Are you guys able to check his tire digs or not? I don't know. I won't be able to do that.
Oh, I don't think from this cam I can.
No, you can't. No, that's all right. I might be actually. Let's have a look. So let's have a look.
He gets in right behind Still Allison if he goes through another line. This could be a good slipstream down the straight here.
No, he's got he's got unless it's not updating. It's saying he's got 90%. So he's crossed the line, so he can do one more. So he's still in second place. Oh no, he's beaten. No, that's right. He's passed
Yeah.
Higginson now. So
That final sector.
these guys can do one more lap, and Higgins is going to be close to get a draft, I'd imagine, if he stays with him.
Oh, I'm just.
And that will help him on the main straight. And
Has McDonald
I'm trying to
stretched that gap out even further now? I think he has.
Oh.
Good damn.
Indeed has. He's put another 4/10 on it, I believe.
yeah,
Oh, 4 inches.
he's back in the pits, so he can't. He's not out there. These two.
Oh!
As I say that.
Oh,
Higo's done probably one of the best drifts I've ever seen him do, but
He's up with the
still
PB.
somehow up. So maybe that didn't hurt him too much because he didn't let out of it like too much. So, but the thing is, that would have screamed heat into his rear tires, so they're not going to have as much grip and they're not going to cool down. So it's going to be a lot more slidier than he's used to, like right there. But he's kept with Mitchell, so that's the thing. So I think he's getting. There's quite a. You've got this corner here. You got the flowing thing, and then you got Mitchell's backed out of it, so he's not going to improve it. He's up on his personal best. He might be able to pinch second off and get on the front row. If he just can keep it on the track, though, that's the problem. He's probably cooked the rear tires on that drift.
Let's keep it in it.
And that's the. He's definitely. Well, he's got to. He's got no choice.
Oh,
But
Look at
that's all
drifting.
Yeah.
Like,
Fortunately for young Nathan Higginson, this is V8 Supercars and not Formula Drift.
there you go. It's just the tire said, "No more, sir, please."
I think that
They
counts
can only
as
get
a
to
sit.
so much temperature before they're just useless. So, but no, he had a good crack though, so not bad. So McDonald's put it on pole. Mitch still Allison's like 4/10 behind. And Higginson, Ross in his in the Rays Energy wildcard entry on, I think he's chosen the Nissan. I don't know, Nissan or the Commodore. I don't know. Lochnan, Warwick, Bennett, Netherrealmian, Rudy, Walshy, Melody, and then Angus, and then unfortunately Palfrey. Well, Palfrey can join the game now, but unfortunately, I think Palfrey crashed at the beginning of qualifying, which is unfortunate.
Ooh.
So, yeah. Don't know if you guys can hear me slurping down a drink. If so, I'll try and do it away from Mike.
No, it's not coming through. Should be right.
So if anyone wants a message, I might be able to do it.
The idea is so they know we're taking a week for the drinks count. The
No, mate.
noise suppression was on. Sick.
So I need to warm up now, so I'll let I might just let Palfrey know you can jump in. Oh, he's in racing chat, so I guess they're either all right. They should probably know to jump in. All right, so we've got 11 laps for all 3 races, so it'll be interesting to see. I don't know what the tyre deg is and if they can even survive. Do they need to pit? I doubt it. They do, but imagine by the end of 11 laps, they're not going to be nice tyres. I'll keep an eye on the tyre deg. I'll follow a driver. And as Palfrey joins us, so he's going to be starting back on grid. Unfortunate, but well, I guess the fortunate side, there's not that many. It's not the grid's not as. It's basically half as what it should be, unfortunately. So it's a bit of a shame. We've had a lot of people pull out, but that's just life, I guess.
Such is life.
Such is life. I think like as it's been through this season, it's pretty much it's been sort of Nathan, Mitchell, and Damon sort of always been battling it out at the front. But now they've got Brendan Ross, which I think will Brendan Ross is not exactly slow, even though he's constantly tries to tell us that he is. So I think he might. Brendan Ross could be the being an actual wild card in this game. So be interesting to see if he can keep up with him, which I think he will. I think he can do that. It'll be interesting to see how the Super 3 battle continue, because I think pretty much it's been Nether and Rody pretty much battling back and forth. And I think so. Is that the Commodore? Yeah, he's chosen the Commodore. Because there is a Nissan and a Mustang version of that, but he's chosen the Commodore, which I think looks the best out of all three.
Yes, very spiffy looking car. Yeah, we'll see. Oh. Go on board. Well, we'll follow it for a little bit.
Well, it's basically the first official DCD car I did, pretty much. Back in the days when we first started having liveries in Super 2. Because in the original development series, back then was Automobilista Australia. They just basically ran the real life liveries of the 2016. I can't remember what year it was. I think it was the 2016 or the 2017 official supercar liveries that were.
Something like that. I think changed each season.
I do find that energy drinks do make good race car liveries. I think, just because how outlandish they can be and the wild designs and colours of a can, they sort of transfer well. I think that's my opinion.
Got a little bit of a. Oh, never mind. Thought there was a race going on.
And so Palfrey will be interesting to see how well because he's not exactly slow either, so he'll have a bit of a challenge getting through the back, especially the Super 3 guys, but we might be able to claw up. We hope we don't get a safety car, because especially around here in this 5 kilometer track, it takes about 3 minutes for a safety car to do a lap. So
could be.
We don't have this.
Could be a third of the race knocked out right there.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want. So hopefully we can avoid that. I mean, we always hope to have no safety cars, but yeah, around here especially. Practice start here before we head off in 40 seconds. Taking his time. Make sure we get everything right. Pretty good.
I'll do another one.
And it's softs only. You cannot run hards this round, so it's softs only. So I think, yeah, if there is a safety car though, it's probably going to be very beneficial to go into the pits and take on, because I imagine you'll definitely catch the safety car, and it's not a big field tonight, so it's probably track position won't hurt as much as we would having 10 more cars in front of you or 10 less cars than you would normally have, as we normally have around a 20 car field, and only really down to 13. So I would say, yeah, if you get a safety car halfway through the race, or even at the big, four laps in or 3 laps in, I'd recommend, yeah, just probably everyone should duck into the pits, because I think the tires will die. But anyway, we're entering the race session now. So I will stick with on my screen. I might put it on Higginson because I reckon he's going to be a man to watch with tyres. I notice NetherRealman's gone back onto his white taxi livery. I don't know if there's any meaning or the yellow and white ones or the white one. I think he just chooses either or, whatever he feels like, which is fair enough.
I think it's something to do with where the track is.
Oh yeah, true.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, we've got a while to go through this one, I'd say. So, started off P13, Jacob Belfry, not setting a lap time there. He'll be wanting to make his way through the field. In the first of the Super 3 cars, Angus Wells. Then teammate, Melody Smith. Then followed by Brian Walsh, Tassie Devil Virtual Sports. Would that be Walsh's first top 10 quality? Then we got Rhodey, NetherRealman in the white cab. I'm guessing, that might be a South Australian thing because I don't think I've seen a white cab down in Victoria. Followed by Jesse Bennett in the Timken Skill Issue Racing, ZB Commodore. What the fuck? I don't know, game's bugging. Steve Warwick in the Saul Racing by PBF car. Then Darren Lognan in the Luke McHugh Racing. Brendan Ross in the Raise Energy Racing a wildcard. Then we have Nathan Higginson in the Luke McHugh Racing by SCS car. Mitchell Steele Allison. And then on pole, David McDonald. Yeah, so...
still going around the track. Have they gotten halfway through the track yet?
I think we're about halfway.
I think, yeah.
So
just under 3/4 of the way there.
long run into turn 1. Can probably reasonably assume they'll be fanning out 4 or 5 wide here. I mean, that's off the grid, actually. 5 wide. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see who makes it to turn 1. I think as long as you're able to stay within that slipstream, you can reasonably make a move into turn 1 with how long that straight is. So, yeah. Guess who can stay on top of the tyres. And we'll see, I guess, if the quick guys can make the gap out of the slipstream.
Well, I've got my screen. I'm doing a drone cam on just one camera, but I'm going to be looking at Higo's tires to see how much wear the left rear does.
Yeah, that don't work.
Alright, here we go. Getting ready. Green flag.
Boogity boogity.
And that's a slow start by Damon, and Mitchell's definitely got a better start than him that time. And Ross on the outside, it looks like he's probably going to have a better run if he can go around the outside, if he can hold it though.
Oh, he's there.
Oh, he has. It worked. He got around Higginson. But Higginson's probably going to throw it down the left here. Or right, I should say. And now, can they hold it here? Because we've seen in real life, trying to go through this kink side by side does not work. So they've fanned out and straightened it. So, nice start by Mitchell. Takes the lead. Oh, my drone cam's working. Cool. God, this is a big track.
I think the whole field has got through cleanly.
That has. So, Oh, the mouse is so sensitive in this game, so I'll just walk you back to. So Higginson's looking back at Damon at the moment. So they all go collect a bit of dust. Rossi collects a lot more dust, but so Higo's looking racy already. As Damon might have gone a bit wide there. He has, but he's covered. I think Nathan should get a better run out of this corner, but he can't. He can't use it because there's a Mustang right at the apex. Oh, goodness. Him and Rossi sliding around at the moment. Tyres probably not up to temp just yet. Probably, they should be after this long fucking lap, but anyway. So Mitchell's going to lead him. So good start by Mitchell's going to lead the first lap, but Damon and Higo are pretty much right there. And Ross is basically just going to the big snakies down the back straight as they're all in the middle of the racetrack to hold that slipstream. I don't think Damon's broken better, and so Mitchell's defending. So that's going to give Damon the better run through here. But he goes sniffing, and he wants it. Mitchell's had a pretty bad run through there because of that narrow entrance at the start. So that's Damon's taken advantage of that, but can he capitalise? Going through here, no big braking section here.
All compressed.
Sandwiched.
So I think his car is pink. Got some ham in the middle.
Yeah. He goes trying to throw. I don't know if this is a passing section.
Well,
but he's going for it. Oh.
There's a hole, there's a goal.
If I was Higo, I'd just keep it easy and just try for. There is quite a few big heavy braking sections, I'd say. Is there 3? 2 or 3, or maybe even 4 places where you can got a bit. But I wouldn't recommend, that sweeping section because yes, you get up on one side, but as I say that, he's bolted wide, and I don't think I think Ross is going to get him. We can't. We're still looking at Dave. Oh my goodness! Ross is going to apply pressure here. Higo's got to realise every time you slide like that, you do raise the temperature of your tyres, and it won't have the grip that it had previous.
Just to add on top, those 2 Mustangs there, they're not in the same pit garage, but they are teammates. So it's probably a case of they're going to let Mitchell run away if they fight, so they should make their way up to Mitchell, pass him, then go into whatever they...
Are they not? They're not direct teammates because
they're not direct teammates, but still all...
They're in this. They're in the sort of same... Oh, as Ross has a bad exit. So looking at... So he's down to 89%. Oh, so he's used about 11% after 3 laps. So, okay, so the tyres should definitely make it. It's just they're not going to be nice by the end, I'd say. As we're looking back to Palfrey's coming through the field at the moment. He's up 4 spots. He just looks like he's cleared all the Super 3s, except for Nether, who's running 6th at the moment. So Nether's doing well battling with the Super 2s. And Rhodey's fought back on that corner there. So Palfrey must have had a bad exit. So Rhodey's, doesn't give a shit if you're a Super 2. It's position. But it's a pretty close battle pack here at the moment. With Nether and the good old FGX leading that battle pack, so keep it up. Looks like Warwick's just all by himself at the moment, which is not a bad thing to be if you're running top 5. Less chaos around you. You can just sit there, concentrate on hitting your marks. He goes just lighting it up. As here we go. So Nether's being attacked by Lochnan. And that's going to open it up for Bennett as well. But I don't know if... Bennett's going to throw it down there. And Nether's had to back out. And that's going to affect his... That might get Rhodey to part... He's basically battling Rhodey for Super 3 Honours. As Bennett's taking a dive on Lochner. So this is a very festive battle pack here at the moment. He's really shallow there, though. And that's probably gonna... Can he keep it there? He can't. And that's gonna invite Palfrey to dive. Nice move by Palfrey. That was perfectly done, but he's had a tiny bit of contact with Lochnan, which luckily didn't spear him off, and unfortunately they had to apply the brakes, and Bennett's got down the spot, and now Bennett's going for just swapping positions left, right and centre here. Bennett's on a nice pass down the inside. Little touch there, but that's fine. But can Lochnan hold it through this? There's all right-handers here. And it's going to be hard to go too wide here, but they're doing it until now. So he's got him in. Alfred's trying to capitalise. And now NetherRealmian's gone from the front of this pack to the back of the pack just because he lost all that momentum coming onto the back straight. I mean the pit straight. So, and unfortunately we have missed it, but McDonald has taken the lead over Mitchell Steele Allison, and he's leading over by 2 seconds. So, apologise we missed that, but we're having a good. Well, we don't have to go to that, but we're having a good battle pack. We can go back to the battle pack. I was just letting you know. That's all. So I wasn't. And it's still going. So I think I've just seen on the drone cam. Yeah, they're all still quite close to each other. But so yep. So McDonald now taking the lead. Mitchell's got to stay in his. If he can stay in his draft, or stay behind him, and the draft will help him stay with him, I'd imagine. As Ross takes it. Oh, I think that's a bit late. And he's gathered it. I thought he might have been... Well, but he goes nearly thrown it off himself. So I think Ross did well then to not... I thought he was in there way too hot. As you come back to this battle, and Palfrey's trying... I think, yeah, he's let the door wide open there. So Palfrey's going to have the inside line here and hold it this time. And this is... While it wasn't as nice as his last move, it's more effective because he's not hitting a car in front of him. So the Super 2 and they're starting to stretch a little gap between the Super 3 guys, of which Rhodey has now taken the lead of over Nether. As we say this, he's couldn't tell if there was going to be a little hit there, but so these guys have been having a good battle. This is for 6, 7, 8th and 9. Oh no, 6, 7 and 8. This battle at the moment. I don't think you want to be hitting the curbs there. As Lochnan goes wide, Palfrey's trying to look. He's trying to find a spot here. You might be able to. No, this is one of the big braking zones. Like, well, it's not a long straight. It's. I know. I'm thinking. There's so many freaking corners in this track. I'm thinking it's the corner before the last section here. But this is a good. Lord. This is a nice spot though, because he's going to have the left-hander after this little downhill section, but he can't hold it. Just couldn't have the grip on that inside line. So this is the corner I was thinking of, because this is a heavy braking spot, because it's like a 90 degree or more than 90 degree, as that's a lock up for Lochnan. And that's going to invite him now. I would let him go here because you don't want to be wide coming out here, because as you saw what happened to Nether, you lost all momentum, but he's had an okay run. But I think Bennett's going to have a sniff at him here. He's got the draft. He comes out of the draft. He's got to make sure you see your braking point, as I've made the mistake of not seeing that. And he's there. Ooh, no contact though. This is a great battle between these three. It's no chaos, just all good. And it's thing is the constant battling that they do does keep the Super 3 guys with them. As Rhodey's still in sniffing distance on those things, and he's gained a bit of gap over Nether at the moment, but Nether's still there as well, so he's not out of it.
Oh, Rhodey's around.
Oh, Rhodey's around. What's happened there? Was there contact, or was that just
it looked
bad
like
exit?
Just lit it up, yeah.
Well, that's what goes to that. As Bennett hits that curb again. I don't think that would be the fastest way of going through there, but I could be wrong. Looking at this pack, so just looking at the totem there, so Donald's still holding his second lead over Still Allison. And then a bit of a gap to Higginson, and then Ross has lost down 3 seconds to Higo. Higo's tyres are now down to 70% on the left rear. So they'll get home, but they'll probably be about, I'd say, in the 20% range near the last lap, and they will not be nice to drive on. Especially on all the... Well, as Nether's had a brake lock up, but I don't think he's got any track position to worry about because Rhodey's 10 seconds or 5 seconds behind him, so... And these guys are finally starting to space out a bit because, yeah, the last 4 laps have been hammer and tongs with each other. Oric's still just out, and he's pretty... It'll be lonely out there all by yourself on this massive track. Now, Higo's got to stop doing that. He's got to stop lighting it up because, yeah, you want decent tyres in your last stint of this race. Because 20% tyres is I think a bit of a difference from 30% tyres, and I don't want to shift my camera because I like this little drone cam at the top, so I'll stay with Higo.
This little battle packs gap.
Railing that curb.
A little more. And Palfrey starting to stretch his legs a bit. Almost, let's say, breaking slipstream range. If he gains maybe another 10th or 2.
Palfrey's done very well to get through these guys as well as all the Super 3s, and
he's
no
making some good ground. I'm curious to see what he's going to be like with the other guys up the front next race potentially.
Yeah, exactly. He'll be qualifying on the 3rd row, so if he has a good start, you can get into the podium. You can start battling for the podium. But Bennett's stuck with Loughnane here through, so we've got 3 laps to go. The thing with that,
and he's around.
And that Palfrey's around. So we've commentator curse. Now he's taken I think he's going straight across. No, he's hit a wall.
Oh.
He's doing skids.
I think he was trying to go, I'll just drive across here, but there was a wall there. I don't know. And that's unfortunate. We've commentated cursed him, and that's put him down to 9th. That's a shame.
Down for the
So that is
reverse grip
unfortunate.
hole.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He was looking good, but yeah, that's the thing. Once the tyres start hurting around here,
And
doesn't
we've
take
had
much.
Nathan Higginson drop out of the 3rd position here behind Steve Warwick.
I'd imagine he's had a spin because he's good 20 seconds. Yeah, that's a spin as well. So I think once they hit this around the 8th lap mark, when the tyres are at 60%, especially around here with this track where there's so many corners, majority of them going to the right, then I think it's you got to. I think nursing your tire as I say that, I think nursing your tires is probably a big part of the strategy with this track. Like you can't set qualifying. You can't expect to put your qualifying laps for 11 laps around the bend track. So now he's got his teammate pretty much in draft range, I'd imagine. So let's put Ross onto the podium in the Raise Energy wildcard, and Warwick's now in 4th. So that's what I was saying. So Warwick was just going, look, I'll just sit here in 5th. There's no distractions, no one to worry him, and it's put him in a good spot for 4th as he locks up. Hopefully he hasn't gone off there. So that's the thing. People are starting to lock up now because the grip is just not there. He's down to 56% on his wrist, so going to be interesting from this view. He's struggling to keep it on the track. See how sideways he gets out of here. As Loughnane, look at that. So, but as you can see, the difference that makes, like how much Loughnane just gained. He gained like half a car length just to that that corner in that little kink there, just because Higo was sideways. Higo's been a bit faster here through this section though, but because he's kept it on the black stuff without making black streaks. So Lachlan goes a bit wide. So now Bennett's thinking, I reckon he might have a sniff maybe at the heavy braking zone in the next 4 or 5 corners if you can keep with him. Higo's still making smoke screens and he's gone off. And that's going to impact his teammate because he's not going to have the best run through here. And Bennett's going to have the best run through both of them. So Bennett's down the inside of Lochnan, and if Higo doesn't keep it straight here, which he does, so Bennett's done very well to hold it in the inside. He's going to have the inside line here. He's giving him room. That's good racing. But the thing is, Lachlan uses his teammate as a draft there, so he's got a better run on the right hand. So all that hard work from Bennett. Unfortunately, Lachlan's got his teammate to help him through that situation with the draft. So back to the same, but he goes, yeah, he's down to 50, pretty much 50%. So okay, so it's about halfway. It takes halfway. So I was thinking they'll get to a lot lower, but basically, yeah, sort of using about what's that then? About 4 or 5%. I don't know. I can't do the fucking maths right now.
He's using a lot.
That's the thing. So can Higo keep it, steady? I think Damon's pretty much, if he doesn't have a mistake, he's held his 2-second lead over Mitchell, and Ross is a bit far back, so he's just sitting there in third, as is Warwick. It's only 4 seconds behind Ross, but I don't think he's trying to push too hard. I think he's just trying to get it home, get a good spot for the second race. Go again, as we've got a yellow. What's happened? I can't see what that was. Was that Warwick?
Maybe.
Warwick might have had a run off there, but luckily he's got the space. I think he has, because Higginson's caught up a bit there, so I'd say Warwick had a little bit of an off there, so he's got to start nesting. Well, one more lap now. The last lap is... Oh my God. To be fair, you got to hand it to Higger though. He holds these.
Does he?
Just commentator cursed him. If you had kept talking, he would have gone off.
As I was talking, I stopped. I went, I probably should shut up. He's going to bench the fucking thing. But now he's got his teammate all over him here because of that drifting session. But that's a good thing because he's going for the over-under here, and Higgins going to have the better line through there. Hopefully he's going to light it up here though, and that's going to invite Lochnan. So, but Bennett's... I'll let you know when Damon's going to cross the lines. But we'll stick with this battle because I don't think it's over. Because as I say, he goes... I think he's down to 45% on his rear tire, and he's still treating it like it's a qualifying soft. So he's just got to get it home. He doesn't need to push this hard. He's just got to be smooth. I think just a bit more smoother. There's McDonald's coming around the second last corner now.
We'll just stick with this for one more corner, I think. Yeah.
She comes to the line now. So well done, McDonald. Damon. Nice clean win there. Good race by Mitchell. He had the best start by a mile. And for third place, which is a bit far back, the wild card, he says he's slow, which is a crock of shit. It's good old Brendan Ross in the wild card. So good work, Ross. And then Warwick's going to follow him up in fourth. So he's had a pretty uneventful race, except that little off. But we come back to the battle here because he goes... He's going to hold on. But he's while he's come in fifth and done well to hold on to that line, I think he's going to be a bit pissed off because I think he was running third and he's had an off. So, and Powerfree did get up back to eighth. He was unfortunate because he was running sixth and Probably could have even challenged a bit higher, but that's all right. He's come back through the back of the field. Remember, Nether Elman's going to win the Super 3 battle because of Rhodey having his spin and couldn't catch back up to him. So, and he rounds out the top 10. So well done. Walshy just still coming in 11th at the moment. He's good 15 seconds ahead of Melody.
With these questionable rims.
Well, they're different, and that's the thing. What I do like about, well, they're a bit, they look a bit different, yeah, but I do like the originality of it, and someone's gone out of their way to design rims their own. I think Kerrison designed the rims, so there's a Kerrison privacy. So Melody, she's done all right to come in 12th, and then Angus Wells has he's had a bit of a shocker. I think he's down the lap, so he must have had might have had an accident or something. But that rounds out the field. So yeah, it's only a small field, unfortunately. Ah, okay. So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so he's a bit low on the front left. Yeah, front left's low.
Yep, front. Yeah. Well, we got it home. And that's the thing. If you finish this race, you finish the lowest you can be is 13th. So that's good points. So with not much, but missing about 7 or 8 or 9 drivers, unfortunately, just to real life. So to finish a race is a good, it's good points here no matter what. So well done.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race, at least from the mid-pack front. Nice and clean race. Have first one in a little.
We didn't get a safety car, thank God. Hopefully, I don't do a commentator's curse because we want to try and avoid safety cars here, especially here. I think. What do you reckon? What do you think of this? The long. What if you were to do a layout? Would you? Because I kind of like the west layout we ran here.
Yeah.
The last couple of seasons, and I think they ran it in real life when they did back to back with COVID. I think.
Yeah. Personally, driving at least in a supercar, yeah, the west is a lot more. My speed. Yeah,
that's like so many different configurations.
Yeah, the longer layouts, like this sort of more European-y style. I don't think gels with the supercar, but it's always good to have a bit of a mixture in the calendar, especially some of that middle sector. You're getting things, you're getting a supercar to do things it shouldn't be doing.
It's also good to see it isn't a safety car fest like last year was. It's been quite good, although some people have wandered off track. It's been quite good, and there's less cars than it was. But
what do you think on real life of them doing? Because they've just signed on for 3 years there for an endurance.
Oh no!
So I was about to say. So I don't know. I don't think. Yeah.
Bring back the Gold Coast 600. I don't know about the Benz being an enduro track. I reckon we need a street circuit like Gold Coast as an enduro event.
I don't, because that's the thing. Because co-drivers and internationals just made it an absolute wreck fest. But
it's a simple case of don't bring the international drivers, and you won't get the upside down GRM car again.
I don't know. I think they still got. I reckon. I still reckon the enduro should be 3 rounds. 2 rounds just seems, kind of pointless. You might as well just, having this enduro cup and it's 2 rounds is sort of. I think it should go back to because it used to be 3 rounds back in the day, wasn't it? It was Gold Coast, Sandown, and Bathurst, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
so
QR
maybe
there in Philpole, I think, at some points. Yeah,
I miss Phillip Island. I think that's a good track. But I know it's all politics and blah blah blah. I don't know the full. I'm pretty sure Nether knows why they don't race there, and I think because it's too expensive and government don't own it all. I don't know the whole gist of it. I'm sure someone does. But I do miss us. Like that thing. I think. Yeah, I don't like not racing at Winton, and I'm glad that we're back at QR, mainly because it's half an hour down the road from me, but also it's great. It's a good circuit to watch a race at. You know, you just sit up on the hill. You can pretty much see the entire track. Putting your binoculars out. You know, you can pretty much see all the action. And Winton. I don't know why we don't. What's happening with Winton? I don't. The race. I think the last time they ran there was 2019. Is that right?
No,
Has it been 6 years?
22. I think we had a race there.
Oh, okay, yeah, 22. Yeah.
It was
But
off
still,
for
I
a
don't know
few
why.
years because of COVID. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, half the team's test there. I mean, it would be an advantage for him, I guess, but apparently that's not the case because I don't think the Queensland, well, apart from Red Bull, of course, had an advantage at QR. But so we're just sitting in warm up at the moment. We'll probably start the second race very shortly, I'd imagine. I think Nether's the man in control of that.
I think they're
That's his
doing
call.
what I heard the memo about. It looks like full reverse grids, but class separated. I guess that's what.
Oh, he's doing that? Okay, well that'll make things interesting. I wasn't aware. I didn't know if he was going to do that, but if it's up to Nether, I guess. So okay, that'll be interesting.
That has put Jacob Belfry on pole. And Angus Wells on the Super 3 pole in position 9.
Okay, then. Well, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll do it for the third race. I think it might be just for this race, and then the last race will be progressive, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. We'll guess we'll have to see what Nether decides. But yeah, as you're saying there, they were thinking about mixing it up due to the low turnout, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, should hopefully mix it up with Mitchell and Damon having to work for it a bit more, get to get towards the front. No one's on track just yet, so yeah. Don't think we're too far off a race though. Yeah, might just cut into an ad break for a second, just give everyone a little bit of a break of the app, and yeah, we'll be back.
No one.
Important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop escape now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Escape now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken.
Race 2. Vroom, vroom. I think everyone's gridding. And yeah, don't know if we've mentioned it already today, but reverse grid on the cards. Not a typical reverse grid. We've reversed the classes separately. So the first 8 cars are the Super 2 grid, and then 9 through 13 is the Super 3 grid. And both being reversed individually.
Someone's not on grid. They've got 10 seconds to get on grid. I don't know who's missing. But they better be quick. There's Tusa will just work on the last couple of seconds there. I'll go through it this time for you if you like. So starting on pole, unfortunately he came 9th last race due to a spin as he was coming through the field, but for SES Project Zero, we've got Jacob Pelfrey starting on pole. Next to him was the guys he was battling with, Jesse Bennett, and the Skill Issue Racing BJR, what's his name, Percat livery from 2017 Newcastle or 2016. I can be one of those where the door got ripped off. Then we've got Nathan Higginson in 3rd. Oh, Darren Loughlin in 3rd. He's passed his teammate. So in the first of the Luke McHugh racing cars. And then I believe it's Nathan Higginson, in 4th. And the second Luke McHugh racing by SES cars. 5th, who had a pretty much solid, is pretty much only starting one spot down due to the reverse grids. But this is Steve Warwick, who came in 4th last race just by basically keeping out of nonsense and finishing at home in the Soil Racing PBF Jim's cleaning car. After him, in 6th, we've got Brendan Ross. So he got a podium last round in the good old wildcard Raise Energy car. Followed by him is Mitchell Steele Allison, who came 2nd. Had the best start in the first race. So hopefully PBF Soil Racing by PBF, these long names, man. ZB Commodore can get another good start. And the race winner, Damon McDonald for the Super 2 and the Luke McHugh racing car. Peach Monster. So starting on pole, who for the Super 3, which is down in 9th, is Angus Wells. Hopefully he has a better race this time, because, struggled with the teammate of the... I'm not even going to say that name. Wajim Hiyachi Juhachi. The Datsun racing team, or the Nissan racing team. Brian Walsh in the Tassie Devil Virtual Sports in the 11th. Rhodey, who I think won the Super 3s. Oh no, sorry, Nether did. That's right, because Rhodey spun. The PBF Holding Racing Team, and rounding out the field, winner of Super 3, Nether Realmian in the white taxi car livery. I took as long as I could, so I was obviously they're just coming to line. So it'll be interesting to see who gets the best start here, because it'll be important. Right, here we go.
5 red lights or 3 red lights? One of the 2. And away we go. Boogity boogity. Oh, now we've had a big monumental.
Can he stopped? Has he busted his engine? He's gone 20 meters. Now he's good to go. He's just found a reverse.
And Higginson already up to 2nd.
Higginson's charged through this field and got it to 2nd. It's all going on here, so that's really unlucky, because Lachlan had a bad start, and then Warwick just hit him in the back, and it just hit him awkwardly and just speared him to the left, straight into the wall. So that's really unlucky As Damon's trying to get past Ross. So that's the thing. People reverse grids bringing out the chaos already. Everyone's trying to do their passing immediately. So Palfrey's held the lead. Higginson's come up, I don't know how many spots. 2 spots, I guess. All right. Ross has had a great start. So everyone's had a really good start. The winner of the race is already up to 4th after not even half a lap. So Damon's charging. He's having a look on Ross here on the inside. Ross gives him plenty of space. He's going to hold it here though, and that's going to open the door for Mitchell Steele Allison because it's 2 left-handers here. But you do get if you hold this line here, you do get a better run through the right-hander and have a better position for the next slow right-hander, which he does. He covers. Higginson's looking on Palfrey at the moment. He wants to try and make his move while his tyres haven't been murdered. But give it time. So lap 1, Palfrey holds his lead. Higginson 2nd, Ross 3rd, and throw a blanket over the 4th, 5th, and 6th at the moment as Bennett's chasing McDonald. Not Bennett, sorry. Mitchell Steele Allison. Bennett's right behind him now. Back to Ross here. So Ross has got a little gap between car in front and car behind. But this is all going off behind him at the moment. As McDonald was trying to charge to the field, he's been held up though, and Bennett's capitalised brilliantly on that corner. And he's going to hold it through here, but he's gone a bit wide. He can't. He's going to cover. No. And Damon's just put his nose in, and he's got enough room. But that's. Oh, and Bennett's lost it on the exit there. That's a shame. So it's a lot of people coming undone early in this race, unfortunately, and that's sent him all the way to the pretty much second last because Wells has obviously had an accident. He's down 13th. He's last at the moment. Warwick's 2 seconds ahead of him. So
Nope.
That's a shame for Bennett as he's charging back through. But well,
What? Okay.
going back to the front of the field. So Palfrey's held onto his lead, and he's kept Higginson at bay. Which is, so if he just keeps it smooth, this tactic will work if you can hold him. Ross Ross, they haven't taken off from Ross though, so Ross is still in good distance, hopefully to get a 2-car draft, which will help him down the straight. With Mitchell and he's just got a bit of distance over Mitchell and as the front two both go wide, everyone's gone wide. So follow the leader there as Higginson's had a look now. Because of that sort of rough exit, Higgins had a better run down the back. I keep saying back straight, but it's the main straight. Bit of a lock-up, but I think that's a pretty clean pass. And so Higginson takes the lead on lap 3. But those two going side by side has brought Ross into the picture a bit more. Now he's in good sniffing distance to battle for second as he keeps it on the track. And I think that does count. I think if you keep your foot flat there, I think it will give you a track cut. As I say that, lights it up a bit too much, and that's going to probably invite Mitchell Steele Allison to try and close on in there. Palfrey's he's trying to get his lead back. So the top 5 haven't really. They've stretched out away a bit from Loughnane from that because he had a bad start, of course. But they're all starting to close in a bit now. As Ross a little bit late on the brakes there. That's going to open the door for Mitchell. Oh no, he just had enough room there. But Mitchell's gone, right, I've got a better run though, I reckon. He might have a look here. No, he's sticking to it. And look at this, they've all closed in now. So if they all get a good run off this corner here, there will be snakes, I'd imagine. Here we go. Where's the snake going to go? It's going to stay to the left, it looks like. It slowly fades into the middle there. So they're all in slipstream distance. I've been talking way too much, so if you guys want to jump in, let me know.
And we're through.
Here we go.
Yep. So we're all through that.
That was a hell of a send by Mitchell, and it's pulled off. He's pulled it off, and Ross nearly went round, but he's held it again. But that's going to invite Damon probably to pass him in the next corner, and there it is. And Mitchell's been charging through this lap as he's big look, big dive. Oh, Palfrey's giving in space, but he couldn't give him, didn't give him enough. Rubin's racing though, and he's decided, no, I'm not going to go side by side on this big long right-hander. So Mitchell Allison's gone from, I think, what, 5th to 2nd in the beginning of this lap. I don't know, or was he 4th? I don't know. But he's chasing down Higo now, so good racing here.
I think Damon's just sitting back watching, saving tyres. Yeah, I feel like he'd be able to make a bit more of an impact if he was really going hammer and tong.
What I'll do, I'll just look at the left rear for each car in the top 5. So he goes at 82% on the left rear, as is Mitchell Steele Allison. Jacob Palfrey, a tiny bit better, 83%. And McDonald, you're right, he's at 84%. And oh wow, Ross is he's been chewing his rears with his sliding. He's already down to 80. So, like, yes, it's it's only 2%, whatever. But come near the end of the race, if you keep that,
for the lead.
Oh, good dive.
Was that 2-for-1 special? Well, he's gonna have the overlap.
Now watch Palfrey here. If he doesn't get cut here, he might have a great run to maybe go for a move at the end of this sort of fast section here. No. Oh.
AMS is giving new camera angles every...
Oh, yeah, he's around! Oh, and Higginson's around. I was about to say they've all been racing really well. But that's unfortunate. That's a shame. And that's mixed everything up here. So now Mitchell Steele Allison's got a good 2.5 lead because of that. And Palfrey's still in second, but now he's got Ross and Damon closing in him. So Mitchell's got a bit of a free kick at the moment. This is probably the furthest. The 2.5's probably been the longest gap that he's had all the race. God, I get confused with these new cameras and the corners. It looks like the last corner, but it's not.
Just going through the field, seeing what's what. See, Warwick's made up 2 spots since disaster before even hitting the first corner.
Well, this battle. Damon and Ross are slowly catching Palfrey just due to the... Oh, nice exit by Ross there. He's going to have probably a decent run. So I think, it's basically the slipstream in the long straight areas is helping him, keep in touch. And Damon's having a little bit of look at Rossi, but Ross has definitely got the worst tyres out of everyone here. So I'll do another tyre check now. So I'll start with... We'll go from
Damon's
lead now.
Slipped in under Rossi there for P3.
So before there was about a 2% difference between everyone. So Mitchell Steele Allison's at 76. Palfrey's at 77%. McDonald's at 79%, and Rossi's at 74%. So they've sort of they've kept their similar tyre degradation to the last 3 or 4 laps. So it hasn't. They've sort of been staying at the same rate, and not. It's not exploding to like one losing a lot more. As we say that's going to probably invite Damon down the inside here because it doesn't take much. And it has, and he's done it nice and clean before even entering the corner. So it's a nice, that tiny little mistake cost him cost Powerful position. He's wanting it back though. But he's got to be aware that doesn't want to make another mistake and invite Ross to take the podium position away. So it's a good battle between these three at the moment. And Mitchell Stillason's gained about half a second lead from what he had before just because of this battling. So Ross needs a good exit onto the main straight here, which he has. So Palfrey's got to stay in the slipstream of Damon, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Rossi gets right alongside. Should be a clear-cut pass, which it is. So nice work. But there is a bit of a tyre. There is about a 5% tyre difference, which will be a factor when they get into the 50% range and the 45%. Like 45% doesn't sound like much, but you will see and feel the difference between that percentage. Oh, I do anyway. I find that I do. Tyres are very. Oh, Ross lights it up.
Right, it's sideways.
Oh, has he gone wide? No, he's held it. He's had a tighter angle on through that corner. And he's climbing every single curb at the moment just to try and gather at. But that's heard them. They're losing time to Damon. Damon's... Has he caught up? What's the time? Let me just have a look go to Damon. He has caught up good 8/10 on Mitchell Steele Allison. So... And he's got 33% difference tyre. So he's got better rear left anyway than Mitchell in front of him. So that's going to give him a bit more grip when it comes to the last 3 laps, I'd say.
It'll be interesting. It's not too much further till he hits that magic number of slipstream, which will bring him up real quickly once he hits that.
As the Palfrey's having another look at Ross, he's done exactly the same move as Ross did to him. And Ross has gone very wide to make sure there's no contact. So these guys are having a good battle. And I'm going to have a sound check. Give me a moment. There we go. So Damon is slowly catching Mitchell, but at this rate, I don't think if they keep it at this rate, he won't catch him. He'll be about half a second behind, but anything can happen. Hickinson's clawed himself back up to 6th after that accident. Nether's leading the Super 3s with a good 3.5 seconds over Rhodey. And Warwick's, with that unfortunate, awful start that he had. Literally going 20 minutes as a yellow. I don't know what that's for. And that's distracted Mitchell, and that's cost him a lot of time. So whatever that yellow was, it has... That's the thing. It doesn't take much to, knock you off your line. You look... When you see a yellow and you're leading the race, you're going, shit, I don't want to, a back marker to come and clean up, and it's yellow again. It's Walshy that's stuck in the... He's gone off. But that has impacted Mitchell Steele Allison by a good second. And that is going to allow McDonald, I keep saying Donald, I apologise, Damon to get in the slipstream, and he's going to force him really narrow here, which he can do, but then he's going to wide, so he's going to have a better run through this corner, but McDonald's going to have he had the track position, but he didn't have the angle, and therefore Mitchell, that was good. That was actually very good defensive driving. He forced him as narrow as he possibly could, and then the last second swerved it back onto the racing line so he could get the better entry through the corner. So even though McDonald was there with his car, he just couldn't get the turning speed. And so Mitchell's held his lead. but Damon is right on him. Palfrey's held his podium position ahead of Ross, and excuse me, and yeah, Ross's tyres are starting to hurt. I think he's good. So what's that? He's he's a good 7% now. So he's been really hurting those tyres, and that will impact him as it does there. It's
Well,
just you're just not going to have the grip.
Rossi's
He's gone. He doesn't know which doesn't know which configuration of the track he's racing on at the moment, but that's the thing. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's only 5%, but it's a major difference with these cars and going around. As we go back to the as I go back to looking at the front too. Damon's all over him at the moment, but Mitchell's doing well to hold. That's perfect positioning, and that's impacted Damon's exit, so that's given him a tiny bit of breather. He needs a good run through here, Mitchell, which he has. They are coming up to lap traffic, I think, and he's big. Now, be smart here, Angus. He's just going to hold his line. Don't slam your brakes there, though. You just want to roll off. You don't want to brake too hard, but that hasn't impacted the battle here. We've got 2 laps to go. So Mitchell's done very well to hold Damon off. Like, Damon's had good runs and the better tyre life, but just the racecraft Mitchell's shown has been really good at holding this lead. But can he hold it on for 2 more laps?
Damon's going to need a very committed dive.
So there's a 4% type different, yeah.
Well, over these two battling a fairly long lap, it might even bring Palfrey back into this, potentially.
Oh, he's a good 3 seconds behind. I think if they have contact, if there's any, if there's an awkward contact that slows them both down, that might...
If they start driving side by side, it's...
As they do here, so this is going to... Yeah, as long as they race cleanly, it shouldn't impact them too much. But yeah, well, like we said, I reckon if there's a little awkward contact and a half spin or anything like that, 3 seconds will disappear. Or 3.5 seconds. It doesn't take long to disappear if there's a little off or you go off track. But Mitchell's done very well to hold his lead. He's got 1 more lap after these 2 corners. And that's the thing Damon's going to have. If he holds his line here and gets a good run, he might be able to dive down the inside on the first corner here. He's gone wide.
Oh,
he's held it though, and he's stuck with him for the slipstream. But I don't know if he's going to be close enough for a move on this corner. Well, he can't move too much under braking, which he hasn't. I think that's okay. Goes right round the outside though. That's a brave. He used every bit of track then. And he's going for a big over and under here to try and get the best run, but no, he's done it too tight, unfortunately, and the tyres just didn't give it to him. Because he was looking to try and get a run to the pass in the next corner, but he's lost down to 2/10. He was right up behind him. Mitchell went a bit too deep there, so that's. It's just a close race. So basically Mitchell's got to keep it nice and clean, which is a bit wide there.
If Damon had made the apex, I reckon...
He's holding it though. But yeah, these straights do help for the slipstream. Right, so this is the technical section here they're going up on. The tyres are hurting. They're down to the 50% mark. But he's held. It's good line through there. I think he's going to hold this if he doesn't make. Oh, I shouldn't say anything. I don't want to curse him. He's had a really shallow line in here though to defend, and that could hurt him. Will Damon throw it down the inside? No, he's going to keep it clean. He's going to try and get the best run he can here. It's going to be close. Right, he's just going to drive straight here, and I think he's just going to get A 0.067 difference, so that's a great race. Powerfree's going to come in third after starting on pole, and Lachlan's had. Haven't seen. Unfortunately, we sort of missed the such a good race. So Rossi's with that off has gone down to 6. So Powerfree in third, Lachlan in fourth. So that's a good bounce back from He's sort of had he's the one that sort of had the bad start, unfortunately. Higginson in fifth, Ross in sixth, Bennett in seventh. Oh, they haven't crossed the line yet. I better just check that they're crossing the line. There we go. So Rhodey's just crossed the line. Yeah, so Rossi in sixth, Bennett in seventh. Nether's going to win the Super Threes, that race, beating Rhodey by 2 seconds. Excuse me, and Warwick, yeah, he had such a rough start. He couldn't really recover. Literally going 20 meters and hitting the back of Lachlan, unfortunately just spearing him into the wall. So Warwick in 10th, Smith in 11th, Wells in 12th, and Walshy's had a shocker. He's 3 laps down. He must have had a big crash or something. Well, like we said, as long as you finish, though, it's still good points. So you want to make sure you have no DNFs. So that was a good race. I enjoyed that race. Mitchell did very well defensive driving, I thought.
Oh, if we've got that from that race, I'm definitely keen to see the last one.
Yeah, I think it sets us up pretty good for the final one.
So I imagine the final race would be progressive grid from this. I'd imagine. Do you reckon they're going to flip it again?
But
it would make sense. I mean, that's sort of the tradition. Is you flip it the second race, and then wherever everyone ends up is your sort of grid for the last race. But I'd say it's up to Nether if he's. It's up to his discretion or the drive. I think they're all in the same chat at the moment, so they might be taking a vote. Maybe, I don't know. I guess the votes will be flipped because people want to start at the front and people don't want to start at the back. So we'll have to make a decision. But no, that was a good race. I thought the racecraft between Mitchell Steele Allison and McDonald was quite good, especially the defensive part of because Mitchell Steele Allison because Damon was all over him, but just putting your car in the right spot, the right time, end up saving him a pass that lap, and that may have been the turning point of becoming losing the lead there. So good work.
yeah, pretty good, pretty clean race. Other than a little bit of a kerfuffle off the grid, and then had Higginson going for a spin. Not sure if that was his own doing or a little touch, but yeah, no, another fairly clean race. Good to see.
Yeah, that is the unfortunate thing with supercars is like you're driving it on such the edge, like you either tiny little dab of acceleration too much and you'll spin, or just a tiny little contact. Even if a car in front of you, you just bump your nose and it's enough to just knock you off your line and spin your car. So that's what we get when we're racing. These cars right on the grip limit. So that's good stuff. It's entertaining. Been entertaining night so far, even though we've got such a small field. So
I mean, this is going to sound bad, but the races have been closer than what Sandown was. There was like a good, there was like a good 20 laps of Sandown where there was like the closest gap was like 3 seconds on the grid, and that had double the cars. So, and that track's half the length. So yeah, no, it's been a good one to watch tonight so far. Yeah.
So it does look like it's progressive from looking at the grids we've seen.
Yes.
Which makes sense, so that's good. So one more race. It's been no one's had a DNF. We've got 14 cars. Who's new?
Glenn Miles.
Oh, welcome, Glenn. That'll be good.
I think Glenn wants to do the last the first challenge. So, yeah.
How many cones do you think he's in right now?
Don't know if he's allowed to steal traffic cones. mate.
You ever like driving around? You like the tall traffic cones. You lean your arm out the window to like knock them over.
Nah,
It's a fun activity, just like unplugging electric vehicles.
mate. I think that's a
Bro.
felony.
Yeah.
Or what's a fellow like me gotta do to have some fun?
That's very
Race
felony.
cars.
Yeah, talk about virtual cars. I'm guessing we're going to be running out the next 3 minutes. I might just hit an ad break so we can all recharge before this next one. We'll see
Sounds
ya.
good.
Important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with no option but to let him pass.
To be number one these days, you have to go to the extreme. KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal. Start with a whole fillet zinger burger, then top it with a piece of chicken, chips, potato and gravy, and a Pepsi.
That's the last time I let you in, mate.
KFC's Extreme Zinger Meal.
An important pit stop for Scaife now, pulling into refuel. Oh, but watch this! Ambrose has blocked him on the inside. Scaife now left with...
Anyways.
All right.
Yeah, there's a race happening soon. And they're gritty.
Yeah. We're actually here for motorcar race.
motor car racing, mate.
Pixel motor car racing. What?
The pole sitter hasn't gridded yet. Is he going to miss the grid?
Who's that? Mitchell?
Yeah. Oh, no, he's gridded.
Oh, there we go.
Just teasing it.
Just teasing it. We have a long lap for 12 cars on the grid. Well,
14,
P1.
mate.
Oh, okay. Well, in 14, we've got Glennifer Miles. He's just shown up for the last race. See what he can do. Got Brian Walsh starting back even though, okay. Got Brian Walsh starting our 13th. Angus 12th. Melody Smith in 11th.
Speed on it faster.
Steve Warwick 10th. Roddy 9th. Netta in 8th. Pay your fares. Jesse Bennett, Skill Issue Racing, P7. Brendan Ross 6th. Nathan Higginson 5th.
We need to do this.
Well, there's no one driving the car. Oh, there is. He's just black.
He's just overtaken someone. That's irresponsible.
He's overtaken someone. Darren Wogden P4. Pelfrey in P3. The Pick-Eyed Monster, Dan McDonald, P2. Jacob. What is happening?
What?
They're racing, are they? Why is Higginson charging? Is Higginson charging through the field? Is he?
What are you doing? This is confusing. This is not how you formation.
He's already ruining his tyres.
In P1.
Yeah, mate.
I like how he's attacking already.
He has a habit for doing that, except last time he did it to me on a formation lap, he kept punting me.
It is unnecessary, I do admit. I mean, if he's not, if the guy in the same row goes in front of you, that's fine. But
if you're really close to each other, warm your brakes. Yeah, pull out to the side. But I don't know what you're doing by overtaking people. But hey, look,
Well, this is behind the grid, eh? Yeah. In front of the grid. Come on, give us a good scene.
Good luck going through all the fucking cameras on this 5-kilometer racetrack.
Yeah, that's
well, I think we're behind.
Why is there not one good one at the start one?
I don't. The more you click it isn't going to make one appear.
Anyway, there
you go. If you press the N key now, that'll go to that camera stationary, won't it?
Oh, yeah, there you go.
And I think you press 9 and 7 on the numpad to zoom in and zoom out.
Oh. It's not set. It's not. I don't know what to zoom in. We just got further out. Okay.
So this is what it looks like.
Anyway, we're going.
Well, Mitchell's had the best start. And Pelfrey's had the best start off the second line. And Higginson's... Lachlan's the one that's gone backwards, unfortunately. So he's lost about 2 spots. But Mitchell looks like he's going to lead him into turn 1. Damon in P2. And Higginson's charged through. I guess he's practicing his charge through. So he's up to 3rd. So he's jumped an entire row.
Got a battle unravelling from last race with Damon Mitchell. Higo looking to sniff a man's ass, going into T whatever this is.
So hopefully they can just keep it straight this time. Because when he's not burning up his tyres and when he's not sliding, Higginson is a fast race car driver. As he's making his nose known on the back of Damon at the moment. Once again, Mitchell's had a great start, and he's led the race. He's led into T1, and he's holding the lead. So, pretty much continuation of the last race. Hopefully, as Higginson a bit wide there. And Damon's going right. I need to pounce earlier because he's learned that Mitchell knows how to can defend very well. So he wants to try and get past him sooner rather than later, which makes a lot of sense. This is the second last corner, I believe. Yep, and he doesn't want to do that. That's going to invite him down the inside there, and that might compromise him to Higo as well. So Higo's probably going to go with Damon here as they snake across to the right-hand side.
Are we going to see some bump drafting?
Oh, and Higginson with the late move. We're going to go 3 wide into T1.
Oh,
I don't know how this is going to work. So Damon's... Mitchell's held it, but Mitchell's trying to get back on the inside. This is a good move. Can get the exit here off the shallow entrance? He has.
Damon's going to be on the exit.
Side by side here, but Damon's going to have the better run, yeah. But Mitchell's... he's had a tiny touch there, and he goes trying to make a move on Mitchell. And while that's all happening, Humphrey's just going, okay, guys, you fight all out, and I'll take the pickings. And he goes nearly spun where he spun last. And with that, slowed down in front of Mitchell. Mitchell hit him, had to slam the brakes and not to rotate the car, and that's made Palfrey weak to Palfrey. But Palfrey's gone wide because there's no room out there. And he's going, I don't know where he's going, and Loughlin's going to join him. That will be a track cut, I'd imagine, but I guess that works. You have to take 2 sips.
And Higginson's having a crack.
And now Higginson's having a crack. So it's all happened this lap. 2 laps in. And so Damon's got his lead, but now he's got Higginson all over him. And Higginson with fresh tyres is probably the fastest Higginson. As look at, he's right up on... Actually makes contact, unsettles Damon. But that gives Damon, while he can hold the position, it's going to give him not the best run through the last for the last corner here. And Higginson knows that, but he can't get the nose in there. So he's just going to have to bump draft him until he gets a pass.
Yeah,
so with that,
thanks for that bit of information for Coxie. Higginson is the fastest Higginson on soft tyres.
It is, because Higginson is the slowest on the worn tyres. As he's gone right around the outside there, big lock up, and that's not going to be the way to do it, but hasn't lost too much time. He's trying to make a dive there. So with that at the moment, so we've got McDonald, Higginson, Steele, Allison, Palfrey, Bennett and Ross, then Warwick, Loughnan, another Elmian. I think Loughlin's got an off because he's just lost 2 positions quickly there. Walsh, Smith, Wells, and Miles. So back on back to the front here with the battle. These 3 have been racing pretty hard all night, and they've been kept the majority. Like there has been a bit of contact here and there, but have kept the racing good. Palfrey's just going to sit back here and let them fight it out.
If I get Junior going for a look down the inside, Dave McDonald.
They're not too, and then they've got a bit of distance to Ross and Bennett, who are having a bit of a battle themselves, actually. Bennett's right on him. He's only half a second off. So again, Higginson's quite fast through this section here. He's always seems to be right up the back of Damon in that sort of that little bit over the hill. So second
up quite a bit there. He's
trying to wider exit because he wants a good run through the last corner.
He's gone for a dive.
That is a cent and a half, and it's worked. So well done, and that's compromised the exit speed of Damon on obviously because he's had to be sort of doored, but it's a fair pass. Like he was in there, he was up there. But Mitchell still Allison
the outside here, I'd like to think
he has and he's done it. So that lead lasted for basically the pit straight, but it's brought, look at this, it's brought Mitchell and Palfrey. So Palfrey's just taking his time, and he's sitting back and goes, yeah, just you guys battle it out, murder your tyres, and I'll I'll just pick you guys off as they all go wide. Higginson's
Higginson
locked
over
the front.
dive. God, man.
Damon saw it though, so
Palfrey's-
Palfrey's around. That's we said before, just the tiniest contact, side by side contact with Mitchell, and it's gone around. That's unreal. That's really unfortunate for Palfrey because he was playing the cards right, but Mitchell just had a bad exit and tried to move to the side, and it's unfortunately spun him. So that's a shame for Palfrey. So he's back down to 7th, and he's going to be battling with I guess Lachlan and we'll go back to this battle though, because still going on. So this is where Higo seems to be the fastest, coming through these two left-handers. Yeah, he seems to get a better line and just get a better run out of those two left-handers, but he just can't really do anything. So I think he should do what he did before, just take a nice, smooth, wider line through here, get a good run through this corner, and then get a good run. He's going to try and send it again. He didn't have the space to do it, but that's the thing. He's right in the draft, which does make you be able to pull the move at the beginning the first corner, at the end of the straight, as he goes right down to the wire there. Here we go.
Well, it's almost better here to be on the outside, really.
You do get that nice run, and it doesn't hurt your tyres as much.
He just needs... It's almost not worth cutting back the inside, because you get the better run off the corner on the outside anyways.
Yeah, and I think Damon realises that, so he's continued to do that.
He's definitely used it to his advantage, as shown multiple times now.
And that's a lock-up.
Oh,
that's a
God.
Pretty hefty lock-up. So he's held it, but he's hurt his tyres. I got his got Nathan. I got Higo's that is his name, but I got Higo's.
Keeps going the way it's going. It's going to end up in tears. I can see it now.
Yeah, he's starting to overheat his tyres here.
Roast, Jake.
Palfrey's disqualified. What's going on there? Has he gone off
for that?
I don't know, but I think he may have gone off and tried a shortcut like he did before, and the game said, "Fuck off, we're not doing that."
Could he got a track cut?
Here we go. Yeah, he's gone right. He's gone to the other side. I reckon it's unfortunate. I think he's tried to just drive. I'll just go around. I'll just go. He doesn't know where the fuck do I go? And that pinged him.
Yeah, there you
go. He's crossed the waypoint, and the game says it's unfortunate.
Reminiscence of Matt Cecil at Taupo last year.
Yeah, and he's hurting his tyres. He's pushing too hard, and that's the thing. It's bringing it's going to bring Mitchell back to him if he doesn't, because he's down to 75%. So the tyres will not be as nice as they were the first 3 laps. I think if he just sticks smooth, if he just keeps it smooth, he will naturally catch Damon in front of him. He doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to start like diving down the inside when he's 2 car lengths behind. I think if he just sticks in his slipstream, he'll catch him in the next 2 laps. He's not going to stick in the slipstream when you're going out there. He's going to lock up here. He is absolutely destroying his tyres at that corner. And that's overheating him, so every time he tries to exit, he's basically... and it's just going to be this... like I keep saying it every round. It starts a spiral effect. You start sliding more, you put more heat in the tyres, then you start sliding more, and it's just... he needs a lap where he just takes it easy. Let the tyres come down a little bit, just so he can get, some better temps in his tyres. Because he knows he's fast. He just doesn't need to throw everything at him at every apex. Like that. Look at that. He's just sliding in there. He's going to go wide here. Somehow keeping close to him. But yeah, he's lost a bit of... I reckon he's lost about 2 tenths in that corner just then, and that's where he's been faster. But he's trying to stay with him, but he's just...
A bit of patience always pays off in these.
Yeah. I mean, he's got 5 laps to catch him. He doesn't need to... Yeah. And see, you can visually see that he's getting smaller and smaller in the rear view camera because he's just lighting it up at every apex, and that little slide is costing him, pretty much a tenth every apex. And that's the thing, it's going to bring Mitchell and that's the thing, if he starts battling Mitchell, Damage is going to take off, as we've got a pass here for fourth, or fifth I should say. Warwick's had obviously a better start this time. But like you said, that outside line just seems, it lets you get a better run through the right-hander as well before this the left-hander before this right-hander here. So it's an interesting little S-bend there. But Warwick's right on Bennett, and he's had a way better run through that little kink. Is he going to show his nose here? He is, but I think he's a bit far back. And Warwick's quite a wise man in his age, so he knows he's not close enough to send it there, but he's made his intentions known. So he's definitely sweating on Bennett here to make a mistake, and he's making a mistake there. Just that tiny little bit off road will, unsettle the car, slow it down a bit. So he's playing all the right. He just wants to stick with him here so he can get another run on the main straight. As T1 is basically the best passing spot if you get it done, get the car fully passed. As we say that, he might have a run through him before that. He's really closed up on him. Melody Smith has just had a DNF, so don't know what's happened with Melody. She might have had a decent accident, unfortunately, and that's a shame. You don't want to see as Lachlan goes wide that corner.
Well,
blown her engine, possibly.
Gap
it's a shame.
Front's ballooned out a bit
because she would have had she would have gotten a third
for a while, actually. A blown motor.
That's the thing, if she just finished, she would have gotten 13th, and that would have been decent points, so that's a shame. As we continue with this battle with Warwick, he's definitely close to the Bennett this time round. He seems to get a good run through here. Oh, he's a bit narrow there, but I think this seems like a good spot for him to attack, as he's shown his nose, and it's scared Bennett a bit. And he's down there. He's got a better run through there. I think he can move over, and he has. Great pass by Warwick. And that puts him to 5th. Ross is 5 seconds up the road, so hopefully he can just keep his eyes forward. Try and catch Ross. Ross had a bit of a quieter race this time. He's not with. He was battling with this. He might have had a tiny bit of off or something, because he's fair. How many seconds? He's a good 12 seconds behind Mitchell Still Allison, so he might have had some little run in because he was racing with the pack last couple of races.
Tonight, Roadie in the lead of Super 3. I think first time.
I think that's the first time tonight, yeah.
Yeah, or at least comfortably in the lead first time.
He's a good 4 seconds ahead of Nether. So I've got 3 laps to go, so hasn't been as action-packed. The last race was a great race between Mitchell and Damon. It's a bit thinned out a bit this race round, so Donald's still in the lead. Higginson's lost about. He's down to a bit over a second now behind Donald, and Mitchell Still Allison's a couple of seconds behind Higginson. So I think I reckon if Higginson doesn't keep it smooth, I reckon Mitchell's going to start possibly attacking him. Jared Lachlan in the Optus car, running 7th, and he's starting. Is he possibly closing up on Bennett? As Bennett, yes, because Bennett just locked up, and that's impacted him a lot. So that's inviting Lachlan to go, right, I'm going to start putting pressure on you to make more mistakes, please. Because Warwick's had, Warwick's got a what? He's made a good 3/10 ahead of Bennett now. Lachlan's probably going to try and have a sniff.
Oh,
And
that's
Bennett's had another lockup. He might have flat spotted that, or put not a complete flat spot, but I think he might have put a little bump in that tyre because that's locked up quite significantly again, and that's put him up to 6. So Bennett's having trouble with I would say he's got a bit of a flat spot on the tyre because he's locked up twice a lap. Is that Warwick off? It is. And he's gone off quite a bit, so tyres are really hurting now. Bennett's trying to make a move, taking advantage here. I think Bennett's going to have a bit more of a run here. No, he's going to have to go back on the slipstream. So people are starting to make mistakes now because, we're down to 50% on the tyres, which is a big difference around here. Bennett trying to do the wide line again, which I think is a good line. But again, a little bit, tiny bit of smoke there. Can't get it done. Still the same up the front. They're all 2 seconds. So we'll stick with this battle, I'd say, because I think they're all still 2 seconds away from each other. There's a big dust cloud ahead. That might have been Lachlan. They're all going really wide into that corner, having trouble stopping and getting that turn done. Big right-hander here.
Oh,
as Lachlan goes wide, and he's going to lose both spots there, and he's not going to try that shortcut again after seeing a disqualification for Palfrey. So he's probably going, right, I probably can't do that shit. So these guys have, with all these tiny mistakes by all of them, they've all closed up. The battle's closed up quite a lot here. So that's brought Bennett back up to Warwick. Right on him here, so that's the thing. So I don't think you need to make a dive if you can if you're this close. I don't think you need to do a dive at this corner, because if you stay with him for the last corner and get a good run at the front straight, you can use that big long straight as a draft. That's Miles, I believe, just getting out of the way, which is good to see. The best place to do it is on a straight. And there's a nice long one here. So that has not impacted their race, which is good to see. So we're on the last lap now. And Higginson's leading the race. So I've missed that. What's happened? I apologise. So they've got a battle for the lead. They were all just moments ago. They were all 2 seconds apart from each other. And McDonald's, obviously had an off, and Higgins made him pounce, and there you go. So battle for the lead on the last lap. So I apologise we missed that. I was checking the totem regularly just to make sure we didn't miss it, but I do apologise. I missed that one. So Higginson with Damon right behind him. Just behind them is Mitchell. Hoping they take each other out. And
he's lost it!
It's gone!
Oh!
Was there contact?
Oh, he's gone to the boonies.
And now he's going to have to do a 180 and go back around. Yep, he's done well there because he don't want to get disqualified. So Willie hold third.
Oh, I think we need a replay for that.
We'll cross the line first. We'll see what happens if Mitchell's going to get him here. I don't think he is.
With how the smoke was, it looked like he dropped it by himself. But
yeah.
Well, we'll once they cross the line, just to make sure. So we'll get the provisional 1-2 here. A bit not as close as they finished before, but so I reckon go to the replay and see if we can go from Damon's what am I trying to say? Perspective. There we go. See if he hit him or not.
No, he's.
Will be interesting. So is there contact? No.
No, he's just dropped it on his own.
He's just dropped it. He had a shallow line, didn't have the tyres. And that's the thing. So, as I've been saying...
It's unfortunate, that.
It is unfortunate. But, yeah, the shallower line, he did get in... Props to Higo. He didn't run Damon off. He raced him fairly. But it's just that unfortunate, put your foot down and the grip just wasn't there. And that's given Damon the win,
That's
which he's
a
probably happy to get because, it looked like he dropped it and gave Higgins back the lead. Looks like
it's Rhodey with the super straight win.
Mitchell's doing a donut because his teammate giving a push because he's had a good night. Mitchell, he's had a good win, podiums here and there. I can't remember the actual podium list, but no, it was a small field, but there was good racing in pretty much all three races. So they put on a show, which is good to see. Hopefully, we'll for the next round we'll get some drivers back because Miles been incredibly busy at doing marshalling because it's been a wreck fest apparently where he's been marshalling, so he's had his hands full for the last 2 days. Snipes couldn't make it; he just didn't feel up to it, which is understandable. Don't know if he's gone to a football game or because he does play in a band, I believe. So, they do have long nights when they play live. So, but all in all, I think it was quite an entertaining night, even with a small field. So, I think they put on a good show.
For what I'm saying, we have a lot of people to talk to.
I think I've talked too much because once again I've drunk too much. I've drunk and haven't shut up. So I'll let you guys do all the interviews, and I might go to the toilet just so I don't interrupt you.
Yeah, mate.
So who should we bring up, Rory? There's let's bring them all up.
Whoever you want to. I'm tired, better. Nah, she'll be right. Oh, what the hell? And
The horses. I love the icon there of Sarah Braithwaite for the horses. Anyway, I need to take it. I'll shut up now.
Alright.
Mute myself.
Well, who are we doing? Because I got to organise the imagery, mate. Mate, you got to understand this is a high-tech operation.
High-tech operation.
Yeah, like high-tech oils. No, if you want to do Damon, I already got that one up for last week. Or we just get no one and end it right here, bro. Oh, no. Oh, well.
We'll see. We'll see if there's any takers.
Why you?
Right.
Alright, pick a human. Pick a human so I can get the
Well,
image
we'll
up.
start off with the Super Show round winner, Stephen Netter.
Oh,
How's your race tonight, mate?
was it the Super 2 folder, mate?
Not too bad. Started out the night really well and got a little bit. I think Rhodey just got a little bit stronger as the night went on. And in the last race, we made a setup change we probably shouldn't have made, and just wanted to try something a bit different and went a little bit backwards. So we didn't have anything for anybody in that third race, but I actually took some good solace from the fact that I actually got 3 pretty decent starts tonight, and I was right up there at the beginning of the race, but just didn't have the pace to go with any of the other guys and became a little bit lonely for 2 of them.
Well, you at least had the pace enough to walk away with 2 Super 3 wins tonight, so that's probably the good side of things tonight. Obviously,
Yeah.
Rhodey getting past you in the last race, but other than that,
Yeah, other than that, it's sort of it's a bit of a regulation night, I guess, with sort of keeping with what we've done for the last couple of rounds, and that's just try and stay out of trouble as much as possible, bank as many points as possible, and keep control of the things that we can control. And it's been proven to be that sort of strategy has worked well for us. It's given us a good points lead for the series, but the last 2 rounds I'm not really looking forward to because they're tracks where I've historically struggled. So Bathurst and Adelaide, definitely not my strong suit. So anything can still happen. I know Brodie's sort of already thought that, it might be a bit of a foregone conclusion, but you never know what's around the corner. You never know what's going to happen. So all it takes is one DNF and then it's game on again.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a realm of unknowns. There's no certainties on what might happen. It's a really random thing. Like one of you guys could blow a motor in the next 2 rounds, or someone could be involved in a crash and get changed in an instant.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyways, it's good to talk to you as always, Ned, and get a good insight. We'll be seeing you at Mount Panorama next.
Yeah, you will. And I just want to say a big thanks to you guys for broadcasting tonight, but also for next week, because I know you guys are going to take on, or a couple of you guys are going to take on the reins next week of broadcasting the Supercars round, while ironically I am at the Bend Motorsport Park, which was a very late call that came through this week. So I just want to say thanks in advance for that, guys.
Yep, that's no worries. We're keen to fill in whenever. All right, we'll move on to Benjamin Rhodes. So, Mr. Rodney, I'd say fairly good night overall for you. You also pinching the win in the race 3. What's your thoughts, mate?
So I think I'm pretty happy with the night win overall. I put in a bit of practice yesterday just on a base tune and felt pretty comfortable with the track. I think it probably helps in a degree that we'd run the social series for TCC and for Boxer Cup. For the week or so prior to this, it gave me and probably a few other guys a good chance to get a bit of familiarization with the track, given that we've run the other layout the last few years. Yeah, no, I think we went pretty well. We got a good point on pace. I was given the Scotty dock, which I think apparently most of the quick guys were running tonight to play with. I had no time to practice on it though, but you know what, it drove all right. And yeah, Nether's kind of alluded to my thinking. By all means, I've been in the position he was in a couple of years ago when Aston managed to lose a title. So, it's nothing's a certainty. But I've already started planning for 2026 liveries, to put it that way.
Yes.
But tonight's racing was really good. Of course, would have liked to have a few more cars, but the battles we had, sort of back end of Super 2, top of Super 3, we had a nice little 5-car train, I think, at one point there with Nether and I and Jesse and Darren and Palfrey as well, who had a bit of a yin-yang sort of a race. But overall, yeah, I think I'm happy with how tonight went.
Yeah, well, it's good points haul. Yeah, we'll be seeing you just like Nether at Mount Panorama in Adelaide.
Well, but Bathurst would be fun. I've had I had a few different things play out there over the years, so just aiming for a clean race there.
This time you won't have me backwards in the dipper for you to attack.
Yeah, this time I can't blame you.
All right, well, thanks for speaking, Roddy. We'll move on to our next fella, being Nathan Higginson. So, Nathan finished P3 and just good overall run tonight as a whole. What's your thoughts, mate?
He's dead.
For the rest of the
He's
evening,
dead.
I'm not making any further comments other than what I posted in the Div Series chat. I feel like I don't really need to be here. I'm ready to ride off the rest of the season and have a crack at it again next year. Thanks for your time. Good night.
Okay, fair enough. Mitchell Steele Allison. Good overall night for you too. Battling there quite hard with Damon in the second race, I believe it was, and you managed to walk away with the win there.
Yeah, I think I was pretty lucky, to be honest, considering coming into that first race, I didn't feel like I had the pace to stick with Damon pretty much majority of the race. And towards the end of the race, my tyres felt like absolute shit. I ended up going from about 2 seconds to nearly 5 seconds in about the space of 2 laps. So to come away with the win in that second race, starting from I think it was 7th, I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, well, by the way, you're moving that car around while you're battling. It's yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to build as much of a gap to Damon as possible, so had to put out the big guns because I knew by the end of the race he'd catch me, and by the time he got up into P2, he caught me within about 2 laps, I think. So luckily I was able to hold off, but I think that finish is probably one of the closest ASR's had, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's I believe it was 0.0067 or something. Great reference to the great Paul Morris. Yeah, it was definitely a very exciting race to watch. That one, seeing how seeing a good racecraft between you two guys, you defending, Damon attacking, it was quite a good race to watch.
Yeah, props to Damon. That was probably one of the best races I think I've ever had sim racing. That was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it was definitely, like I said, it was definitely a great thing to watch. Our next round's Mount Panorama in Adelaide. What are you thinking?
I don't think I've actually raced on Bathurst, I think, in the Super 2s. I know I missed it last year in Super 2, and I think I was doing the Enduros last year, but I blew the engine early in the race, so
Ooh.
didn't get to cut much laps. And I know Adelaide, I popped a tyre early on in the race as well, so 2 places I don't seem to have much luck at. So hopefully we can continue this run of form and hopefully get a nice bag of points before the end of the championship, hopefully bag P3.
Yeah, well, it's definitely keen to see it next rounds, especially after a race like this tonight. So, yeah, good luck for the next couple of rounds.
Thank you.
Have fun bump drafting down Conrod.
Absolutely.
Right, the pink-eyed monster, Damon McDonald. 2 race wins, I believe, a pole position. Mate, what are you doing?
For that and pole awards. That was a pretty fun night overall. Awesome race 2. No complain about that one. Couldn't get past Steele. He's just too good at defending. But yeah, just doing what I do, I guess. Wasn't the easiest night. Like once I got it, I guess got past Steele after at the start of race 1, kind of peeled away a bit, and then come race 2, everyone seemed to step up a bit, found their rhythm. Definitely made it a lot more exciting.
Yeah, I'm just curious. The incident between you and Higginson in the last race. What happened there?
When he looped it.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I ran up around the outside and I asked him if I bumped him, and he said I didn't. But I don't know. I have to go back and have a look. But I didn't feel a bump. I thought it was all fair there.
So
just had an unfortunate spin.
I can provide
I believe
clarification on this if need be. Have a look at the dev chat. Headlights being on during the race when they're not meant to be is essentially the short of it.
Oh, so lag.
Yeah. So, well, you're most definitely still in the championship lead. How are you looking for Mount Panorama in Adelaide?
Oh, considering the pace I had last year at Bathurst, it should be all right. But could be anyone's game there. It's a lot of walls. Yeah,
It is a lot of walls. You don't want to wind up looking like Chaz Mostert.
Nah, don't want to do that, especially when there's still people close behind me in the championship.
Yeah, I believe Jared is still in pretty close striking range, including Nathan Higginson. So it's
All
still
it takes
game
is a
on.
couple of DNFs. You know, a couple of no-shows. See when the kid comes.
Right, just bring the simulator to the hospital. You'll be good.
Yeah, take the controller up.
Yeah, that's 100%. Get your little guy to change your wheels around. Give it a wheel rotation.
If we can do the pedals.
All right, so sweet. Well, we'll see you then. We'll give a little chat to Jacob Pelfrey.
Hey, mate.
So how'd it going? I saw you put your car 4 low in the second race, I believe. The last race, I believe it was.
Yeah, mate. I didn't know where I was going. I kind of got lost because I started spinning around, and then I didn't know where I was, so I just went somewhere, and then I got disqualified.
So you got bamboozled.
Yeah, I looked around. I had no idea where to go, so I just guessed. Was not the right guess.
See, if you kept it on the track there, you wouldn't have been in that situation.
Yeah, good point, mate. But it's all right.
So, obviously, you're in a Mustang and yada yada yada. You in a Scott McLaughlin came through there, the Winton line, the famous Winton Scott McLaughlin line.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, cool. Well, that's from there.
What is a Winton?
What is a Winton?
No, I'm
Rory,
kidding.
I'll let you fill in.
I'm kidding.
No, he doesn't deserve to know.
Obviously, you're not great enough to know about the great religion that is the Paul Morris Foundation and Winton Motor Raceway and Winton Oval. You'll learn
Is an
about it
oval
someday.
at Winton? What?
It's
If you want there to be.
It's not. Yeah, if you want there to be. If you don't take the chicane, if you take the club layout and go right, it's like the Thunderdome. You just turn right. Because in Australia we do things better than America. You turn right, take the last two corners, go back around. Bob's your uncle. It's an oval.
Thanks, mate. I'll keep that in mind if I ever go to Winton.
Yeah. It's a great way to get more time out of your lap because you're not going through the tit corners or turn tree or anything. It's a good hack. Like stewards hate. It's top 10 hacks steward hates. The stewards hate.
The only thing I remember about Winton is that we were all letting Reese win the race and we told him no pressure and he made a mistake every single corner. It's the only thing I remember at Winton.
Okay, well, moving on here. Luke Speck.
Okay, Garmin.
Good night out, eh?
Yep. How's your bets looking? Are they hitting or?
No good, mate. No. Rough night for the punt. Anyway, reload. Go again tomorrow.
Yeah, fuck, you hate to see it. Yeah, best luck with your future endeavours. All right, well, I think that comes to the end of the spectacular broadcast. Second hand as usual, true Edgeplex fashion. Hope everyone enjoyed. Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Yep, that was a good night. I enjoyed the racing.
Well, actually, I do have to say one thing.
Yeah,
Screw you guys for laughing at when I didn't know where the hell I was. I went back and watched the stream. You guys were just laughing at me.
Oh, fucking hilarious!
It was like the 5th time you went off all night.
I was completely lost. I come into the stream. You guys are just laughing at me like, "What is this guy doing?" I didn't swear.